and you're seeing them shouting down, and and that's all we saw was angry black women. You know what I'm saying? Was that like, yeah, you tell them, or was that, come on, can we say this a bit more? How did you feel about that? I'm not saying what they're saying is wrong, but I'm saying, you know,
I don't like the whole angry. Why do we have to be angry? Why do black women have to be angry?
They will say, or people will say, we're more expressive.
That's a diplomatic way of saying angry, yeah?
Okay.
Basically.
Do we come across angry?
Do we come across angry?
Yeah. Or do you think the angry versions are put up there before all the other versions?
Yeah. I think the angry version's put up there so you can be like, oh, okay, typical
black woman.
Sure. Affinity Xtra, be extra.
The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are personal and do not necessarily represent the views of Affinity Xtra.
Okay. Yo, this is your boy Roger here on Affinity Xtra, and I'm gonna put. You know what? This is my bad because I'm not used to having live guests in the studio on a what do you call it day? Saturday. Saturday's usually the peace and quiet day. I do all my videos pre-recorded, or it's Zoom on a Saturday. But a human being actually is not doing shopping on a Saturday afternoon, so I can actually get somebody in the studio. Usually everyone's in Asda doing shopping, doing clothes shopping. Personally, I just go on ASOS and just get my stuff from there. You know what I mean? I just go online like that still and go shop after 12. But anyway, everyone seems to do the shopping midday on a Saturday. But I got one of our new presenters next to me in their house, and her name is Felicity. Have I said your name completely right?
Yes, but most people call me Philly.
Oh, Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. When we smile, I think of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is how we do it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, I was going to do the rap again for Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but I said, no, I just hold it down because I got told off last time I did it when we reviewed. You watching Bel-Air, by the way?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Ain't seen Bel-Air?
No.
Okay.
Is it good?
Sorry, I did before it came out. I did blaze it off, but it is quite good still. It is. It's a vibe.
Worth a watch.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%.
Okay.
100%.
Right, I'm gonna check it out.
By the way, I'm gonna delete that part of the video out because no one needs to know I like it. By the way, but no, definitely, man. Welcome to Affinity Xtra, sis. And like I said, you know, I just want people to get to know who you are. You know, guys, you know, so often we play great music, people don't get to know who we are, don't get our passions, but they just know, I love Jesus, and I just love Jesus, and I just love Jesus. People don't know our journeys, people don't realize what we've gone through as individuals, why we love God, you know, and we all go through different paths to get where we get to. You know, as a child, I used to, you know, my dad always sent me to this story called Pilgrim Progress, you know, and it's quite an interesting story where he showed everybody went different paths but ended up in the same place. You know what I'm saying? And the moral of the story is sometimes, you know, we get very Pharisee and Sadducee approach, especially for people like myself who grew up in church all our lives. You know, we think that that's the only pathway. You know what I mean? And I think we have to respect everybody's journey out here, whether they get to Christ just before they die, to people who come to Christ at a young age, because the only way you're saved is if you die in Christ. Yeah, when you die is you know what I mean, how long's your length. But me personally, I don't want to do Russian roulette, so me just get it right now, because I don't know how, you know what I mean, I don't want to be waiting for that chance anyway. So yeah, but it's beyond that for me anyway. So it's not about, you know, just getting to heaven. It's just this life journey, what God's given to me and what I'm going to give back to God anyway. So yeah, everything I do right now is unto God. Trust me, guys, because if I didn't, I'd get vexed and I wouldn't be doing this. But listen, I'm on Felicity, and obviously she has a different twang to her accent. And I'm going to say Felicity because it's such a cool name, but I'm going to go to Philly. I'm going to get into habit saying Philly, you know what I mean?
You can call me Felicity.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, some people get vexed, you know, going, oh man, yeah, call me that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah. My road name is Philly. You know what I'm saying?
It's not my road name. It's just my nickname.
Okay, so what was your road name then?
I'm not going to tell you what that was.
Before Christ, man.
My BC name. Yeah, let's keep that,
you know what I mean?
Under wraps.
Yeah, so I bet it was MC something though, still.
Do you know what? I actually did radio
yeah.
in sixth form, and I was called DJ Candy. So that was my radio name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Don't worry. We'll get a name out of it. You know what I mean? A BC name, it'll come out. Actually, gives a testimony to us. You know what I mean?
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? It's so funny when Christian artists don't change their names when they get saved, because they're kind of like, people go, we kind of know what you've been doing, you know.
Yeah, you know who you really are.
You know what I'm saying? You know, he's like, hey, he was going on the road. Oh yeah, just turn it for Jesus Christ now. They call me a shatter, and let me tell you, Tunde's gonna kill me for this one. But there's an artist called Tunde, rapper, and his original gospel name was Bullet T.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And it was like, I think somebody had to just nod him, touch his shoulder, and said, blood. Like,
it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it's not. No. Bullet T. So yeah, man, I'm shooting bullet for God. No. It's not gonna work, G. Anyway, so Tunde, hopefully, don't tell me off. But, you know what I'm saying? But you know, but no, definitely. No, that's fantastic. So just give us an idea, you know, sis, in terms of your journey, in just in life in general, because like, you know, I'm assuming that you do like gospel music, which obviously you picked that Isaac Korea's track, and I'm thinking, where you get that tune from anyway? So obviously, what gospel music do you like? What tunes do you like? What sound do you like? And you know, and where you're coming from in terms of your angle of I would say social aspects. I would say, you know, yeah, just what angle you're taking in this world, because you know, some people are lefties, righties, hippies, you know what I mean? So what kind of vibe you're coming from? So let's kick off with tunes wise, musically.
Tunes, okay. In terms of like gospel artists,
yeah,
I like to sing. I'm not a singer, but I like to sing along to like
By the way,
Tasha Cobbs.
she can drop two notes, you know, because when Isaac Korea was going on, yeah, she goes and then do the finger thing, yeah, still, you know what I'm saying, you know, and she did the ding 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 ding. She says, hold on a second, she got on a scale and she ready to go if she had to go up. So trust me, I know she probably could blow.
A little bit.
Okay, cool. She does worship leading at church. But anyway.
How do you know?
Oh, go, look at this man.
Days. No, you know, how does he know?
Because God spoke to me before, you know, he gave me a vision. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
Nah, I'm not that guy. But behave yourself, people, because you know I'm not into that stuff. No, what's that? No, you can tell. Yeah, I've been around a long time, you know, so I can just,
okay,
you know what I'm saying? So I can tell. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So.
All right then.
The leaders of worship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that usually good actors. They're usually half decent singers, and they can really good at leading people into worship. Get myself in trouble. But anyway, right, sis. Yeah, musically, what you know? What I mean, yeah, man. What songs?
So, like I said, the Tasha Cobbs. Like if I want to sing, I also like my sort of, I don't know, like grime. You know, the UK.
Okay, cool,
sound.
cool UK sound. Yeah. So, you saying before about Rebler and stuff like that. Story. What type of vibe do you like? From what tracks hit you when it comes to Rebler and stuff like that?
Rebler, he's got a variety of songs. So like,
I know. Yeah, I like. Yeah.
Me and my sister in, that was more like a. That was more of like an Afrobeat kind of vibe, but then he's got the kind of more gritty.
Okay,
like
cool.
He's got the Be Holy.
Yeah.
I like Yeshua, which is quite a newish.
Okay, yeah.
One that he brought out as well. I like London's Burning.
I like that too. Like the bun. Bun up the place.
And I also like Still Shady.
Okay, yeah.
But then I like the Canolas as well. You know.
Canola. I don't know how you have a voice to talk after where you rap.
Amazing.
It's like. It's like
but
blood.
I like that though.
Man, folk must be boss up after that, man. You know what I'm saying? You must have some honey down that front, man. You gotta be careful of diabetes. The amount of honey you must have to drink every day, man. You know what I mean? After rapping at that. But big up, because he is kind of like on it.
He's hard.
You know what I'm saying? 100% still. So what about the Amapiano and all them things? I'm gonna assume, because I'm gonna be the stereotypical thing. I'm assuming that you love Afrobeats.
I have.
Sorry, I'm gonna delete this part so mum does not see this part, mum. You know what
I have a love for Afrobeats.
Okay.
But I'm not in love with Afrobeats. Like, that's not
Yeah,
all
cool.
I listen to.
Okay, cool. See, like me and reggae. Like I like reggae, but you ain't gonna hear me play reggae all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Safe. Okay, cool. So she fulfills no stereotypes about their story. Yeah. But now, in terms of like, okay, so going. Okay, so when did you? We can look at Christian journeys and stuff like that still out there, and I think that it's crazy cool. What you growing up? You grew up in church, innit? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. How was that? Oh my God! Come on now, come on. Where she went? Boy, let's come on. Talk to me.
Do you know what it is? Well, as I was saying to you before when we were talking about this, started off as Catholic.
Okay, cool.
Went to a Catholic school. Mum was Catholic. It was just me and mum and my brother until he moved out when I was 4. And literally one day, mum just came downstairs, took off all the pictures of Jesus and Mary off the walls, threw them away, and was like, "We're not doing this anymore." And then set up a church.
Did he have white Jesus?
Yeah. Yep.
Hell to the white Jesus.
Yep. All the pictures, all up on the walls, took them all down, threw them away. And she set up a church with...
That's called freedom, by the way. No, so some people be...
Do you know what? I'm sure there was a lot in that for her. Like, it wasn't just a case of, oh no, let's take it down. It was definitely... There was something in that, throwing that away.
Cool.
And, not worshipping those images anymore. And needing those images to feel protected in the house and all of that kind of stuff,
Wow.
Not required.
So Catholics, now... Catholic in Africa doesn't really mix. Doesn't sound right to me. It doesn't be African Catholics. Is it a big thing?
It's huge.
Serious?
Huge, yeah.
Yeah.
So most of my mum's side of the family all Catholic.
See, my nan's side is easy, but they're like Portuguese, like Mediterranean. So you would think that I mean, yeah, they'll be beyond that. But Ghanaians, no, I wouldn't see that.
Oh, it's big. Yeah,
big thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And they're still Catholic. Your mom couldn't convert them.
No, not all of them.
Yeah, okay. So still trying.
Yeah.
But they're like, do I have to go to church every week though? That's my problem. But so, what was so taxing as a young person in a Catholic church?
Do you know what? We kind of stepped away from the Catholic church quite early.
So
I was about 6, 7.
Okay, cool.
And she set up the church with 3 other pastors. Christ Evangelical Church.
Cool.
In London. Shout out. Whoop, whoop. And then obviously I'm now a PK. So you know what that is, right?
Precious, man. Precious. Yeah.
Very pressure.
Yeah.
So everyone's now looking at me, especially as I'm now going into puberty and teenagehood. Everyone's looking at me like I should be this perfect girl.
Yeah.
Because I'm a pastor's daughter,
wearing long skirt at church and hat and everything still.
And that wasn't me. I became a bit of a rebel because my mum's life was church. And I felt a bit of a neglect and a bit of, everything is church. So I think a part of me and, I get you. Some other PKs can testify, but part of me wanted to then rebel against this thing that had taken over my mum, and taken over, taking the time that I could have had with her. Because it was literally all church. She was always on the phone, like people calling for counselling and prayers, and do you know what I mean? So I think that kind of steered me to rebel, as well as being a teenager full stop. You know how it is anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I naturally rebelled and...
So people, do you want to find out how that rebellion was? We're called to listen to the rebellion, you know what I mean? It was like, yo, get the movie out, man. Yo, popcorn. She just introduced it. She just did the first 2 seconds of being as she was a little child. So let's get to the juicy part now. What happened with the rebellion?
Well, I'm not going to go into deep detail, but I did get involved with a gang. Quite a big gang.
We didn't need to go that far. You meant to say you went to 2 clubs and that's it?
Oh no. Yeah, I snuck out, went to clubs like the usual, but I did get involved with a gang and everything, and that's why I believe my mum sent me to a boarding school 6th form way outside London. It was in Surrey. And that's where I first did the DJ thing. So
okay.
Yeah.
Don't know, you should send you one ticket to back to Ghana.
Back to Ghana, no.
Did you know
this one was boarding school.
Mommy, Thank you. That's what you were, because she could have been in ACCA for about a good 12 months.
You know, and it really did help. And yeah, and I set up the radio in school. So during breakfast, lunch times, dinner times, I'll be like, yeah, people, what's going on? Hope you've all done your homework.
Hold on a second. I got an idea of boarding school. Is it? It's so
girls boarding school.
Girls boarding school, full of white girls.
Yes.
Okay.
Now this school was very like posh and whatever.
Okay,
and
cool.
You'd have like MPs' kids there, celebrities' kids there, and then me, little old me.
So you get some juice on some kids
from East London. Yeah, no, it was cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Okay, wow. Okay. So why she talk so proper? All right,
I can talk proper if I want to. Yes, okay. I can dip and dab into different, you know.
That's crazy, man. That's absolutely crazy. So that helped steered you the right way in terms of after that. Did it help broaden your horizon? Or
100%. Yeah.
Okay, cool. You feel like you're just getting into a rut when you was back home, and then he just took it out, and you saw the world for what in a different way.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. No, I find that sometimes as well. We growing up in a non-black school, is that, you know what, you see so much more, something different. What I find with a lot of black young kids is that they're so, this is life and this is all it is, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, you don't realize, you know what I mean, there's so much more to it still. So coming out of boarding school, what did you do after that?
After that, I did one of my A-levels was drama.
Okay, cool.
So after that, I tried to apply for some drama schools and whatever, and I did some drama bits, and then went to uni, studied, kind of left the drama, and then after uni, trying to remember now, I'm that old.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I'm an old lady.
So well, it's the first time we hear the accent there. So what, you know, when you was trying to get into acting things, what was like your biggest acting role? Did you get into The Matrix or something like that?
No, nothing
okay,
like that.
That was cool. I bet she's gonna say, "Oh, I just got a squeeze on BBC TV or something."
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's not square. Some of us only get on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's the nearest my fame is YouTube, and Vimeo is the highest level I get into.
Yeah, I have appeared on a few things.
Okay, cool.
Like BBC EastEnders, Holby City, Call the Midwife. A couple of things, but minor roles though, but still.
Yo, he said, that's not bad. So no, that's absolutely excellent. So do you find that so you going in this journey now, yeah? When did you kind of curl back to church? Did you come straight back to church as such after you come out of boarding school, or did you have to go a longer path before you got?
Oh no, it was way long after that.
Okay. So what else happened? Give us the juice.
It was actually after, I've got 3 kids.
Okay, cool.
And it was after I had my first child.
Okay.
And she was born in 2016. So it was a long time after boarding school. I had a friend who was speaking to me about Jesus. At this point, I was going to church occasionally. You know, when you feel like it. I feel like being good today. I'm gonna go to church. It was that kind of thing.
Or if you've seen something totally bad, you need cleansing. You just go to church.
To feel good.
You feel good.
Good again.
After watching the wrong movie. Cool.
Yeah, so that was me.
Yeah.
So my friend was talking to me about Christ, talking to me about Jesus and whatever, and you need to have a relationship with Jesus and whatever. And I was like, what do you know? I already know Jesus, kind of thing. I was like, you can't tell me. And then literally one day I wasn't in church. I wasn't watching any preaching or anything like that. I was just by myself in my kitchen, and I was going through something at the time. And it was something that I couldn't deal with by myself. I needed something bigger, like a higher power to help me get through that situation that I was in. And I was like, okay. And obviously my friend had been harping on about Jesus. I was like, you know what? Let me try this.
Jesus thing. Yeah.
Let me try this Jesus thing. And I literally, in my kitchen, I fell down, I put my hands up, and I was like, Lord, I can't do this without you. I can't do this thing called life without you. I don't know what else to do. Come into my life, take over. Take over what I think, what I say, what I do.
Wow.
And from that moment on, something happened, and I was a new person.
But your mum was happy, innit?
My mum actually passed away.
Oh no!
But I'm sure she was.
yeah, most definite, man. So you at the church where your mum
Yes,
passed?
I'm still there.
No way!
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So my mum passed away, I think, a year before that happened.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
No way. So so literally, so when you came back, obviously because the bedroom would have known, obviously known of you and whatever. So how did they respond when they see you walk through? And said, "Yo," was it all like it was like a homecoming?
I mean, well, I was still attending.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But I just wasn't.
But to see every week is different.
Exactly.
Yeah. And see at the front, lifting your hands and being slain in the spirit, and on the floor, it's like, is this the same girl?
Exactly.
Yeah.
People were looking at me funny, going, "Oh my days." Some people thought, "Oh, she's only doing it because her mum passed."
Yeah.
She's trying to like
sneak back. Yeah.
But really, it was just personal between me and Jesus, and that's how I believe it should be. It shouldn't be someone telling you need to come to Christ or whatever. It has to be a personal thing. There doesn't even need to be anyone else in the room. That's how personal it should be, because it's a relationship. You know, it's not religion, it's a relationship. So if you have a relationship with someone, it's not something that's only seen in front of people. It's something that behind closed doors, it's you and that person, you're having that convo, that text message, that WhatsApp conversation. You've got a relationship with them. Come on now. So it's not only what is seen. So I knew within me when I stepped back into church, my relationship with Jesus now, you know?
Yeah.
And I said to them, I think it was New Year's, and I said, I want to do the song, you know, at midnight. Yeah. I want to lead that song.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I wasn't a singer like that.
You
know? But they were like, okay, if you want to. And I was like, yeah, I feel like it's on my heart to. I feel like God's told me to. And then from there, I was like leading worship every now and then and whatever. And then we had a youth service, probably about a year on now. And they said, oh, the youth was to take over the church for that Sunday. Okay. So they said out of the youth, I wasn't actually at the meeting, but they decided out of the youth that I would preach.
Okay, cool.
Because we literally took over everything from start to finish.
Yeah.
So then I came back to the church and they were like, yeah, we all had a vote and whatever, and we think you should preach on that takeover day. And I was like, preach? Okay. Me? Because even though I've now come into Christ, I'm a new creation, I'm still thinking I'm not worthy. And I'm not deserving of standing in the pulpit, even being anywhere near it, let alone delivering a message. Who am I? I haven't been to Bible college. Do you know what I mean? Like, who am I to preach? But they said out of everyone in the youth, you're the one that's... Wow. Yeah. So I had to put together a sermon now.
Okay, cool.
And I'm like, how do I do this? And I'm not even going to lie. Like, I Googled sermon.
Oh, stop that.
Template, like outline, like what can I copy? Yeah. And I wrote a sermon based off of this Google thing. And then I think it was the night before, I heard the Lord say to me, everything you've written, scrap it. You're going to talk about this. And I'm like, because I've rehearsed it. Remember, I've done drama. So I've rehearsed it.
Of course.
And the Lord, no. God was like, no, you're not saying any of that.
He knows it. Yeah.
So I was like, what am I going to do? What am I going to talk about? He gave me another topic and then Holy Spirit led me to like some scriptures and some cross-reference scriptures and everything, and said, talk about this and I'll do the rest. I was like, what? Wow. So I got on the pulpit and I was like, hi everyone. Everyone was like, oh, your mum would be so proud. I can't believe it's you, the bad girl there, and now you're in the pulpit in a suit. And I delivered this sermon, and I kid you not, most of the sermon, it wasn't me. Because at the beginning of the sermon, I prayed and I said, Lord, let this be all of you and none of me. Because who am I? I'm literally a vessel for you to speak through. So I got on the pulpit and the Holy Spirit literally spoke through me to the point where I don't remember what I said. I had to look back and be like, right, did I say that?
Crazy. No way. And the rest is history now. You preach every other weekend and then
no. Not every other week, but once in a while.
Well, yeah, we preach out there. So that's crazy, man.
And I became a youth leader.
Yeah. Wow, that is mad. I see the people. They're still a journeyman. Still, you know what I mean. So like, so once again, so okay, musically then, yeah. So when you come to church now, yeah. What do you think musically? Because obviously you're listening to other tunes on road, yeah. You know what I'm saying. So what musically? What artist grabbed you?
We were talking about this before, actually. You know, Trey McLaughlin. He's got like a little choir.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a circle of them sitting, sitting down, and they're singing, harmonizing, really beautiful harmonies. I was really into him. So I'd go on YouTube, Trey McLaughlin.
Okay, cool.
Was listening to all of the songs.
Cool.
And then, luckily, that was at a time where YouTube was doing this thing where when you play a song, it would then play songs related to it. It was around that time that it started. Yeah. So I was getting all these new songs coming in, and I was like, ooh, this is great. So definitely Trey McLaughlin was a big one. Todd
Delaney,
yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Right.
That was around that time as well.
Yeah. You know, he
when I started
cool.
getting into it. There were some Ghanaian artists as well that caught my eye, caught my ear, should I say.
Okay.
I was singing along to them.
What's the names?
Well. I'd have to get them for you.
Okay, cool. That's all right. Ghana crew, don't tell her off, please. Take time.
I can see the faces.
Yeah,
the names.
Yeah.
I'm on the spot now, so I'm like, oh yeah.
Nah, that's calm, yo. No, that's great. So like, no, that's fantastic, and I think that. So okay then. So you left church as a teenager. You come back. You just started your 30s and whatever. That's so yeah. You just come back, you know.
You should tell people my age.
You know what I'm saying, but
me up.
That was a good guess though, you know. So, I didn't add it up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's in 2016. I was kind of old, but anyway, how old was I? I was in my 40s. But anyway, so
as long as you're older than me, I feel better. So
thanks, people. Yeah,
but you don't look your age, so it's cool. It's calm.
It's good makeup, man. The beach was good. But anyway, so get myself. No, sorry, people forgive me. So you come back to Christ, and you know what I mean. And you spent a number of years. What you said that was there a process of? Was it easy to drop off some of the bad habits? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you get bad habits going on. Was it like a case of going, yo, I don't have a desire to drink or smoke or all this. I'm not saying you did, you know what I'm saying? But some people have said sometimes it take a process, or it take a while. But how was it for yourself?
I think for me, it was pretty instant.
That's good. Yeah, cool.
To the point where people thought I was doing it because I felt like I had to, because I've now come into Christ, so I'm forcing myself to do it, when actually the desire literally just
dropped out to you. That's proper.
It just left me.
That's beautiful, man.
But it was to the point where even with music, it was starting to affect the music I was listening to. Now, I'd always been a hip-hop head. I was totally infatuated with Biggie Smalls. He was my absolute favourite. So everyone that knew me knew I loved Biggie.
Okay, cool, right? Cool.
So I then
I did sorry people, sorry.
So I found that when I came into Christ, it wasn't straight away like, the following day. But slowly but surely, I started to not want to listen to Biggie anymore. And then I realized later on that I had actually idolized him. As in, people think that you can't really idolize anything other than, family members.
Got you.
But you can idolize
100%.
Sports or music. Do you know what I mean? And I definitely found that I had idolized Biggie Smalls.
Wow.
So it got to a point where Biggie would play and I couldn't listen to it.
Okay.
I was also in love with battle rap.
Okay.
And it got to a point where battle rap would come on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I can't listen to it. And I was thinking, why can't I listen to it? I was in love with it. So I actually tried to force myself to listen to battle rap.
Wow.
But then because there's so much profanity and, you know, they're like, I'm going to take your mom and I'm going to do this and I'm going to shoot your kid and all of that. I just couldn't take, even though I know it's, you know, for the art, I just couldn't hear it.
That's mad.
Yeah, so it was a big transition, and I realized that my playlist on my phone slowly went from all this hip hop and everything to more gospel and gospel hip hop, gospel R&B, gospel house. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it kind of transitioned, but it wasn't a forced thing. It was all natural, and it came, you know, as time went on. The desire just left.
Okay, guys. I am definitely 100% definitely that's beautiful, man. That's crazy, because it's important. People say, oh, why are you getting these? Because I want people to realize that we're just not just, you know, these church geezers that like, you know, that bored and don't have any journeys and struggles and gone through a process in ourselves, you know, going through some bad and dark days, you know, bereavements is a real thing, whether you Christian or non-Christian, and how we deal with it is how we escape the pain is something that we have to be very, very careful with. You know what I'm saying? Myself, you know, I lost my nan the weekend that we started the station. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's a bit of a mad one still, and you know, and it was like it's just weird, like surreal, and it's the nan that, like, you know, the one that you always go to, and you know what I mean, the one that, you know, and it's just like a weird place, but you know, God's good, and you know, and it's just being around the right people. I always encourage people, don't try and escape the pain, because when you start to escape the pain, you know what I'm saying, you get yourself into bad places, man. You know what I mean? So you have to face the pain, you have to face the reality, and at the same time, you know, and just carry on the legacy, be passionate about, you know the family's heart, you know the pluses, and you can afford it on that. The nan's not gone, the nan's leaving through you. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's one thing, definitely. And then I think, you know, we're humans and we're affected, and we all go through, like I said, different life journeys, and it's fantastic hearing your journey. It's like, yo, this is dread, like, you know what I'm saying, different perspective, but like you'll be hearing a load of from Felicity as well, because you know, you know, I was talking to Felicity about, you know, what I am very passionate about is really changing the black narrative in terms of the voice that we see on social media. We want to be majoring that, and she'll be doing the 7 Sharp show, which is going to be a series that we're kicking off in April, where we'll be starting to a fresh set of new presenters on 7 o'clock on the majority days, and basically music talk music, whichever way it's going to be, and just keep it real. And you know, we definitely want to be listening to the black lady's voice, you know what I mean, and things, you know, so I don't think she's afraid to say the black woman's voice.
No, I'm not. I'm not afraid.
You know what I mean? So yourself, and I know the likes of Lady T, and I think it's absolutely fantastic, because I think that the black voice, okay, this is a kind of a bit of a weird one. When you listen to the black voice on popular media, is it a cringer for you? Or is it like a case of, yeah, man, kick off?
I don't know. I think...
Okay, give me an example then. When the Harry and Meghan was going through the thing, and you had the black women, I said the black women, you know, the actors that were kicking off, and you're seeing them shouting down, and and that's all we saw was angry black women. You know what I'm saying? Was that like, yeah, you tell them, or was that, come on, can we say this a bit more? How did you feel about that? I'm not saying what they're saying is wrong, but I'm saying, you know,
I don't like the whole angry. Why do we have to be angry? Why do black women have to be angry?
Do you feel, okay, people, they will say, or people will say, we're more expressive?
That's a diplomatic way of saying angry, yeah?
Okay.
Basically.
Do we come across angry?
Do we come across angry?
Yeah. Or do you think the angry versions are put up there before all the other versions?
Yeah. I think the angry versions put up there so you can be like, oh, okay, typical
black woman.
Angry, shouting the odds, ignore her. Because she's just being a typical black woman. So the fact that you're shouting or you've got something to say, it's immediately cut off because you're just put into that stereotypical box and tossed away. Don't want to hear it.
Wow. Okay.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. Yeah.
You
No.
know?
Yeah. And this is when we even touch on the situation with the child Q situation, where the police has literally abused that child going into the schools. You know what I mean? Broke every safeguarding rule on earth, and did what they did. It's all down to a perception on media which is put out there about our black women, about they can take it, and it leads on to things like, you know, something I'm really passionate about is that, you know, and you could say, Roger, why are you so always mentioning it? But I mentioned about that basically I watched the program done by the guy. He's one of the black guys did a presentation about, you know, COVID and do black people get COVID more. When he started to put into other places where women are 5 times more likely to die having childbirth if they're black, and I'm like, that can't be real. That must be something in my mom's days in the 70s when I was born, but that's a real thing right up in 2022.
Oh yes, it is.
You know what I'm saying? So
as we were talking about.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want to touch a bit of your testimony there, or you want to do a whole documentary on your own show.
Whole documentary.
You know what I'm saying? And lift up lesson. But the reality show is you have to face your own bad experiences with the NHS, innit?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Do you feel that was because they're scared with COVID, or just straight up black, as a black woman, and they think that you can take pain more?
No, it's as a black woman.
Straight?
Yeah.
No left and right about it?
No.
Okay, cool.
Because they immediately assume that you're strong, you're fine.
I don't get.
You're cool.
But do you? Okay, black women, don't you mind being seen as physically stronger than the other women in the world?
No, that's a good thing. Like what? I'm a warrior. I'm a what?
Yeah. But
when it comes to I'm about to give birth.
Yo, I want to get.
Just see me as a woman, please.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Strength has nothing to do with it. There's a baby that's about to exit. Like, treat me well.
Crazy.
Because if you don't, I could be in trouble. I could lose my life. I could lose my child.
Yeah, 100%.
You know. So then you have to take off that stereotypical thing and just view me as a woman. I don't know if they need to go back to midwifery school and teach them all, like, no matter who comes along. See,
this is not midwifery school. It's straight up deprogramming, colonizing deprogramming program. That's what they need. It's not even midwifery. It's called Black People Are Not Genetically Different. You know what I mean? We are different genetically. We all have traits that are different no matter where you are. We have a bigger apparatus to breathe with. You know what I mean? Our noses are different shape and have because that hence why we run a lot more and I can breathe good anyway still, yeah. But anyway, we're differently shaped and whatever still, yeah. And hence why we are physically superior to every other nation. Hence why we were amazingly survived. If it was the choice of, and this is the reality of the situation, people, and whether you're comfortable with it or not, if they could wipe us out, we would have been wiped out, but they just couldn't.
No way.
They wiped out Native Americans, South and North, because the majority of who lives there are not Native Americans, and that's you talk about, they wiped out 90% of the population, if not more. You know what I'm saying? The wiped out. You know what I'm saying? So if you really think about it, Native Americans, South and North Americans, they're not. There's very few countries where they're the majority of. So basically, Europeans have basically annihilated that, replaced an element of the population with black people who through torture got through, and we all know what things like what's happened, massacres in Congo, massacres in Nigeria, in all over the colonized world, what they were just literally killing people for joke. You know what I'm saying? If they could, but they couldn't. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And this continuation of hiding away from them facts is a cycle which we got to break now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And don't think if anyone says we've come to this is our country. No. Do not say that, because listen, mate, you know what I'm saying? You had 500 years of free labor to build this country. So hush your noise and say thank you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? So, but again, I know I'm going to get Felicity. I'm going to set up some shows and conversation with you guys, you know, when it comes to, you know, NHS. And, you know, what I can do is, is even get a doctor in and talk about your journey with a doctor. You know what I mean?
Cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
I've got a lot of questions. I'm ready.
In a very calm and professional manner.
Yes, of course, because I'm not an angry black woman.
No. So the NHS be like, well, we love Affinity Extra because they have such civilized black women. They're so colonized well. That they eat with a knife and fork.
Oh, yes.
Yes. They love the white. Mash it myself. They like the white rice and everything still. Anyway, but listen, guys, you know, I have to again thank you for coming up to Brom's and just, you know, so you could be seeing some cool pictures. Actually, she's quite photogenic, you know, still, yeah. So
thank you.
You know what I'm saying, yeah. So usually everyone's relying on Roger's ability to guide, and I'm actually terrible. So usually I have to call my wife in because she's better than all that stuff. And yes, in the background is the baby, you know what I'm saying. And you just had a baby the other day as well.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying,
God.
you know. Is it 2 months now?
Yeah, 2 months next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Crazy. Them days gone for me, bedroom. Long gone. I'm not changing no nappy or nothing still. Yeah, left that 17 years ago. But no, thanks for coming through. And listen, guys, go watch out for this space. I'm gonna be really encouraging conversations, female conversations, responding. I would definitely come from a black man perspective all day long. And definitely Felicity will be coming back from a black woman perspective. You know what I'm saying? And we was talking about, you know, Jerome and Charlie's. Everyone knows about Jerome and Charlie's. I don't anyway, so I never heard of it in my life. But you know, we'll expand on Jerome and Charlie's and all that business. You know what I'm saying? Jerome, you know, my name's Roger. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? But listen, thanks again, sis. Is there anything you want to say before we come out to this interview?
Yes, we were talking about the karaoke.
Oh my goodness sake, I gotta squeeze this in. You know what I'm saying? Because like, you know, when I first spoke to Felicity, I was like, yo, so what you do? She says, yo, I did karaoke gigs. Oh, and straight away I'm picking karaoke. You know what I'm saying? Now usually it's either karaoke and the pure people singing out tune, or how are you pulling this off and what tracks are you picking and whatever. So yeah, but gospel karaoke, how did you pull that off, man?
Gospel karaoke. So my nephew came up with the idea.
Cool.
But he was busy in uni in Coventry. So he was like, can you guys, you know, directed it to the youth, and he was like, can you guys start this gospel karaoke thing? Because I've had this idea, you know. So I was like, cool, let's do it. So we set it up and we started it, and we started having the events at our church. So basically people would come, we'd have a list of songs and the instrumentals ready. Lyrics on the screen. They'd come, sing their favorite gospel tracks, and then they would win. We'd have 3 judges, usually artists, and they would vote for who they thought should win the trophy. And then at the end, the winner would have win the trophy. And we were doing that right up until COVID hit.
Wow.
And then, yeah, kind of stopped.
So what songs are you picking on? Because I'm like this, I'm old school, man. So I'm like this, yo, back out a commission song. Can you sing on top of a commission song? Can you sing on all them?
It was any song, literally. We had a list of songs and the instrumental was ready. But if there was something that you wanted to sing that was available on YouTube, we could pull that up and play the instrumental for that.
Wow. Okay. So listen, guys, you know, right, you ain't getting me on stage, man. You know me, because I ain't getting no tipsy. You're not, you know, people have to be tipsy to be convinced with that, and you're never gonna get me tipsy. But so yeah, you're never gonna see me singing on stage. But no, that sounds really good. And the joke is, the only problem is because knowing my environment and my friends and stuff, it's straight up, yo, let's back out to like a hard song to sing, and then they'll go up there because they're all singers, and you know what I mean, and they'll go up there and sing properly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is it full of people that singing properly and stuff? Is it more like
it's a mix?
It's a mix. Or do people have a laugh?
People have a laugh, so you can go up with your friends and sing like as a group.
Okay.
We had people singing like just 2 people together, where one person would be singing and the other person would be like this, like just trying to style it out, but they're not really singing. Yeah. But then we had like really good singers as well. So yeah.
Okay. So you get something like Tamla Man, you know what I mean, and a song, and say, yo, sing that. And they got this. Yeah. Cool. But no, that's great. Are you gonna come back with that?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
So we might even be able to do something with
through
Affinity Extra.
Yeah.
Even if it's through Zoom. or whatever.
Yeah. Listen, man, we'll come back up to the studio, man, and get the presenters out there and do gospel karaoke with the presenters.
That'd be really cool. Yeah.
That'd be
Let's
crazy, man. That'd be crazy. Yo, my show is karaoke all day long. Get me some Kanye West gospel tracks, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll be ready still, yeah. But after quite, well, I don't know where he's at right now, but anyway.
And the best part of the gospel karaoke is we were raising money for an orphanage in Ghana.
Oh, sweet.
So our church has an orphanage in
cool.
Aquadum in Ghana. So yeah.
Aquadum.
Aquadum.
No, Aquadum.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
So
it.
that's like Aquaman.
Oh,
Is it spelled the same?
no.
okay. No, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, is that near the capital? Accra?
It's about probably an hour 45 from the capital, yeah.
So it's near according to the map from a distance, but then it's not that near when you're driving.
Yeah, when you're driving, yeah.
Do you find in Ghana is like driving is like half an hour here, but hour in Ghana?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I remember my father-in-law went to Kenya, and you know when they say, "Yeah, let's go drive here," and he goes, "Literally, it's like 5 hours because everything's just you can't drive it bumpy and
traffic.
It just
everyone's like beep beep."
No, 100, no, 1,000%. And I'm assuming you're fluent in Ghana.
In Tree, yes.
In Tree,
yeah.
That's okay, cool. Is that the one where your first name, whatever day you're born, is the day that
that's
the name?
That's the whole of Ghana.
That's the whole of Ghana.
Yeah. So your Sunday's born, Monday's born.
So what day was you born?
Sunday.
So what's your real Sunday name?
Akosia.
Okay, look at that, people. Akosia. Okay, cool. So I'll be actually, what day was I born? You know, I'm gonna check on the thing. But it was just yeah. Okay.
So.
Now, but that's the problem with European. That's the problem with Europeans. You know, it will be caused all these pagan names like Fool's Day anyway. So, but anyway, still, yeah. That's cool, man. So everyone literally does that.
Everyone has that, yeah. Everyone. So, what day were you born on? You don't know.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So
we'll figure it out afterwards.
We'll work it out. And we'll come back and we'll work out what my real name in Ghana. Yeah, that's easy. That is. So once again, is there like 15 variations of it? Of the name, or do they say like you're is it Aquila? Akosia. Yeah. So is that Akosia or Akosi?
No,
or
but
the different?
So my mum Ashanti, my dad Fanti. So my mum would always be like Akos. Yeah.
Okay.
But then my dad, with his language Fanti, they would call me Essie.
Okay.
So the Fanti version of Akos is Essie. And there's different tribes have their different versions of the different names.
Is that Michael Essien? You know what I'm saying? You're laughing, you know what I'm saying? You know. And what tribe is, because there's a particular people that's called Pong, and the surname is Pong. You got Fring Pong, you got Ping Pong.
Ping Pong.
There is a baller called Ping Pong.
You're slightly taking a bit. No.
Listen, guys, I will.
Are you seeing the shade? No, are you seeing the shade, guys? You've got Pong and Ping Pong.
No, there is a footballer called. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you straight. You know, I will find that you played in the World Cup for Ghana. Yeah, say, and then trust me. But
yeah, it's a popular. Yeah, so there's Fring Pong, Sar Pong.
Yeah. So it's Sar Pong, not Sarah Pong.
Yeah, Sar Pong.
Sar Pong. Okay, cool. So guys, I'm just making sure I know I love learning this stuff, and I love learning it still anyway. So because I think it's important for us to actually to love ourselves. And I will be doing so at some point this year I will be doing a DNA test. You know what I'm saying?
That would be really cool.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna find out. Hopefully I'm from Gabon. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, because it's just not bait. I don't think I got the Senegalese colour. I don't think I have the forehead for picking. You know, actually everyone says I look like. You know what? Do you look at Caribbeans and say you're from so and so?
I do, but I always get it wrong.
Is it?
Always.
Okay. So you could you look at? So do you look at? Well, you could say to me, say, "Oh, your people's got to be Igbo because of your head shapes like that."
Because of your complexion, I would say, yeah, you could be Igbo, or you could pass for Fanti in Ghana. Because the Fantis are usually quite fair.
Okay. That's really German. That's because the Dutch was there mixing in, you know.
And there were Portuguese there as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, the pirates.
And Lebanese.
Okay, Lebanese. Okay. Listen, guys, I just love this. Is what I'm saying. This is how deep Africa is. The biggest continent in the world. You got so many beautiful people in that nation, and we gotta stop demonizing it, and we gotta educate ourselves and embrace it and stop begging. You know what I'm saying? Begging this European thing anyway. Still, yeah. But listen, I'm gonna close this off. I'm gonna find out my name in Ghana. I'm gonna find out what day I was born, and I'm gonna put that in. Yeah, I'm gonna start. Yeah, I'm gonna try things still. Anyway, still, yeah. It's a DJ Thursday or Friday, whichever it is. I'll try.
I really wanna know now.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so
this.
we're gonna work this out. 1976. When was Roger born? You know what I'm saying? You know, find out when which part, which day I was born. That'd be real interesting. But thanks again, Felicity, for coming through. I'm gonna play my last track, which is Flamingo by Christian Grey. You know about Christian Grey?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just testing out, you know, just saying it. You know, I was about to go, you know about Christian Grey? But I could tell R&B, and she'd be just doing her finger thing, going and going up and down, you know what I mean? So, you know, singers thing anyway, so yeah. But thanks again for coming through. You'll be watching some more cool stuff from Felicity, and we'll be definitely getting included into, she seems to talk so definitely we have to include it, definitely include it in some of the conversations that we need to be having about our community, for our community, and we just to really big what we're trying to do, man. But this is Roger on Affinity Xtra alongside the beautiful Felicity.
Hey.
And she got her sister in the background and her baby right in the background, being quiet. Trust me, man. You know,
asleep.
Yeah, I'm definitely. My sister's got skills, man. She just adapted them quickly and just said, right, there's the best way to do is just rock the baby, go, you know what I'm saying? Imitate the car and just shake up and down. You know what I mean? And it always works every single time, man. You know, we do it, man. These pros right here, still, yeah. Basically, Roger here, and Affinity Xtra, celebrating gospel music, Black origin, alongside the lovely Felicity. Over and out.
Bye.
Thank you for watching the content we're putting out. Listen, make sure that you are liking, subscribing and following us on all our social channels, including patreon.com. Make sure you're finding us on there to support what we do so we can support you. And remember, guys, be extra.